Do, 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 do. Dom, 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 dom. That's it. That's
Yeah, yeah.
That's
sometimes
a very
it's
Christmassy.
better left unspoken.
Yeah,
It is.
I agree with that. I think it was a very like holiday version of it. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's, you
We'll
know.
pretend we planned that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, they're listening to it like, oh, they did a fun special Christmas
Yeah,
thing.
and they'll be like,
and
oh, they're
now they
professional.
realize,
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Pretend like we planned it. We planned that for weeks.
We plan everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
The whole
This is scripted, actually.
Just like Sin not being here. This was a planned bit, too.
Yeah.
exactly.
It's all planned. It's all fake. And line.
And you're on the show. Pranked. And then you air horns in your house. Then smash down the door.
Yeah, it's your podcast now. Congratulations.
Gilbert Gottfried comes in like,
Welcome to the show. Now that's production value.
We are.
so yeah, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back. We're on week 15. Woo, woo, woo. Well, I guess 15 to 16. This was week 15.
Yeah.
Right.
So we only got 2 weeks left.
Now they're still playing football, which it doesn't matter too much to me anymore because my fantasy season's over. So they might as well just stop playing football now.
You and
me
Rob
either.
did terrible.
We did. Yeah, our teams were awful this week, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won
I'm
the 5th place league. Yay.
Nice.
Good for you. Congratulations.
I beat Bear in the playoffs, and I'm going to the championship game.
The championship,
Oh.
where the team that you're playing doubled our scores last week.
Yeah, but I did beat him once before, actually.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
you
And
know.
the projections actually have you guys about even, so you never know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
It's a
see what
toss-up.
happens.
Speaking of some football news, just go with it. The Miami Dolphins could make the playoffs and wind up with the number 3 pick in the draft.
That is, yeah. I mean,
That is insane. I
Thanks,
can't even
Bill
comprehend
O'Brien.
that's like, yeah, that's basically like that's like NBA levels or fucking hockey
Dude,
levels.
They're going to be okay for a little while, it turns out, after their horrendous showing.
Yeah,
Imagine-
not the Jets though. No,
Nope, not you guys. No, y'all are fucked.
We'll get to that. And the Cardinals, actually, because he helped them out, too.
Yeah, man.
He's
Cardinals
helping
are great.
everybody. Thanks, Bill O'Brien. And the Texans are fire. Dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Here's another fun stat. Derrick Henry alone has more rushing yards than 20 NFL teams this season.
Honestly, I think that's less of like a Derrick Henry good and more of an indictment on the NFL running game this year.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of teams that do not have any running game at all.
That is very true.
For some reason, remember the year that everybody threw for 5,000 yards?
Yes.
Like every year.
Well,
for the last 10 years, yeah.
No, but I mean the one where it was like Peyton, Tom, and Drew all threw. Yeah, they all threw for over 5,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
That season happened like after the lockout or something like that. So, and then there was another statistical anomaly year where it was after. I think in chaos, for whatever reason, passing is better. Like in chaotic years, passing does better. I don't know. I don't know if maybe there's some statistics in there that exist, but I don't know. But it kind of feels like that to me. I mean,
we know we're leaning pass heavy anyway, as is, but it's like even more so certain years than others. I suppose it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that a lot of the there are a lot of the running. Oh.
1 second. All right, now it should be recording again.
I didn't think I could respect you more as a content creator, Rob, but doggone it, that moment brought us closer together.
Bear, I think I might be in love with you now.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's keep going on the podcast for now.
Yes. So apparently you guys kept doing a thing.
We fell in love, but we can talk about that a little more later.
What's really funny is that there was a bit inside of that bit where we referenced another bit that people don't know, that people are not aware of because of another event that happened.
Only we benefit.
Yes.
Oh man.
Nobody knows what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I had there's just one of my like furnace things was just like
I heard that. Yeah, no, I thought that was like a fun sci-fi noise you were doing on your own.
So I was just making sure the place wasn't burning down, but everything's fine.
Oh, that's good.
Good to hear.
Football. I like it. Derrick Henry runs a lot. Teams like to pass a lot. So yeah, that's a good point. Hey, you know what? I was looking at stats right here, and third down percentages. Guess who has the best third down conversion percentage?
Don't say it.
Give me the Jaguars just for the hell of it.
Nope.
Okay.
Better not be.
They're not like too surprising. But
Oh, okay.
No, it's not going to be that one then. Okay. So
thank God.
Who's going to be Krendor?
It's the Buffalo Bills.
What is the Buffalo Bills?
The
Okay. The Buffalo Bills are good.
Yeah.
They've been the thing is, like, for many years, one of the problems with them is that they're kind of like streaky and inconsistent. They've been solid they've been winning the games they're supposed to win. I mean,
they've been winning games they're not supposed to win.
Right? Yeah. I mean, they look very solid this year, man.
And another surprising one, the Miami Dolphins have the highest fourth down conversion percentage. They've converted 5 of 6 for 83%. But in terms of like per attempts, the Bengals have converted 18 of 25 fourth downs.
Holy hell, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Now, considering both have rookie QBs, I wonder how much that factors into that.
I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah.
The only other
the Bengals have also not really had a lot to lose this year, so maybe they just like decided fuck it in a lot of those situations.
Maybe they're weird. Yeah, true. Yeah.
In terms of like playoff teams, the Colts have gone for it 25 times, converted 16. Cardinals 13 of 19, and Packers 12 of 19. Standard's about like 64%. So it's actually pretty high in terms of like converting fourth down for most teams. The only teams under 50% fourth downs, the Chargers, the Eagles, the Browns, the 49ers, the Jets, the Jaguars, and the Broncos.
Yeah, sounds
about right. It's not good company, though, to be a part of there.
No, in fact, the Browns are only 8 of 21, which is really bad.
Yikes, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not great.
Yeah.
I wish we could see like the advanced stat though of like how many of those are like real attempts at fourth downs and fuck it fourth downs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It always throws it all off.
Yeah.
Some bad things for teams though. The final stat on this fun stat run. The Saints have the most penalties in the league. 90 penalties have cost them 936 yards.
Dude. Wow. And you know it watching their games, too.
Yeah.
It is bad. It is really bad.
And the Jaguars are next, followed by the Buffalo Bills, which is kind of concerning.
That is weird.
Then the Jets, of course.
Yeah. Well,
then the Ravens.
Yeah.
And then the Cardinals, and then the Chiefs.
Huh.
The Chiefs being up there actually does surprise me a bit, too, yeah.
Here's something unsurprising. The least penalized team. Can you guess it?
Is it no, I can't actually.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's the New England Patriots.
I was gonna say the Patriots, but I didn't feel like that could possibly be it. Oh, man.
It is normally.
God damn it! All right, we still got that one at least. We still got that.
There you go. So those are your fun stats of the week. The only other one is Dan Snyder strongly considering sticking with the Washington football team name, but the Washington Football Club is also in the running.
No, see, that's surreal.
That's like a soccer team.
Yeah, like they were kind of like inching toward that, but now if they're just going to wear it on their fucking sleeve, I don't know about that.
It's the Washington FC taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We're not soccer.
Yeah. I know.
And plus, I'm feeling less inclined to like the idea now that Dan Snyder likes the
I
idea.
agree.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, Dan Snyder's been on the whatever I don't have to do any work for train from the get-go.
What if we just call them the Washington Snyders, everybody?
There you go, man. That's I mean
it worked for the Browns.
Ego stroke.
Yeah.
That did also work for the Browns. It's a great
Oh yeah, it did, I guess. Didn't work out great for a long time, but I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
no, it's kind of working out. So yeah, fun. So let's get to the games. First,
Sure.
we had the Chargers beat the Raiders in overtime.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty good game.
yeah.
Chargers are better than the Raiders. Like, and
Yes.
the records they should be flipped probably.
And Mariota played this game too.
Yeah.
Most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't look bad. I mean, he went 17, 28, 226, touchdown, a pick, and he ran for 88 yards and a touchdown.
Carr got hurt though, right? He wasn't
Yeah.
benched. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he got hurt. So it's at least I'm pretty sure he got hurt, right?
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
I think you got it
But
right,
this kind of feels like it could be the end for Derek Carr in a Raiders.
Well, especially because, like you said, Mariota did pretty well, and he even ran for 88 and a touchdown. Like,
yeah.
he's still able to do it. We haven't seen a lot from him in a couple years.
Yeah.
It's so weird because, like, I think you might even be right that they might move on from Derek Carr, but like, it's just so like if you look at him and you look at his like stat line, like he's putting together seasons every time, but
Yeah.
it's like it's hard to see him as the problem of the Raiders, and I don't know
I
precisely.
guess we don't have to necessarily identify a problem, though, do we?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's lots of things. Maybe
Well, he's still got 2 years on his contract too. Is the thing.
Yeah, I mean, it would be. The thing is, like,
if you're planning on not keeping him for the future, or if, like, I don't know, you're gonna do something like blow it all up this year or something, then at that point, now his trade value would be at its highest, right? When he still has like 2 years on his contract, teams can still negotiate. But I don't know.
that would be a big decision to do something like that, and I don't really know what they have waiting in the wings, to be honest. Like, even in draft picks, to be honest.
I don't know. The Raiders are in that weird kind of limbo stage right now.
Yeah,
And it's not a good place to be because you're not bad, but you're not like good enough to win in the playoffs, and you're just kind of just stuck in the middle. Like, we're okay. Woo-hoo.
yeah. Mediocrity fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's not good. You don't want to be there. Yeah, but the Chargers look like they're one good draft away from being back in the playoffs.
I mean, they're already good.
Yeah.
Like this season, unfortunately for them, was just like full of mishaps that resulted in a 5-9 record. But like, they are a good team, and they're not a playoff team right now. But like, I actually, you know what, you nailed it. Yeah, no, they're like one good draft away, pretty much, from having the pieces.
I
Yeah.
fully expect next year they're a playoff team. Actually, like they feel like it. To be honest,
I mean, Eckler's
Herbert
a good running
is-
back. Herbert's good.
The real fucking deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, they probably just need like more offensive line, and then maybe like a couple defensive pieces, and you're good to go.
They've got skill players too.
Yeah.
Like, they've got Eckler, they've got Allen, like they've got the pieces, dude.
They have Joey
Yeah.
Bosa. They got Casey Hayward, Chris Harris. Like, they've got solid players. Linval Joseph's good. So I mean, yeah, I think they're gonna be more competitive than the Raiders next year.
Probably.
Yeah.
Then we had the Bills and the Broncos, and the Bills shockingly blew them out. Who would have thought?
destroyed them.
Just total surprise here. Yeah. The Broncos aren't good anymore. Whoopsie. Like, for the last, like, since their Super Bowl, basically, they've sucked, which is weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that weird when you consider what happened in their Super Bowl.
Very true. Yeah, their Super Bowl was kind of like a all in and then we die.
Right, yeah.
Glorious blaze of fire.
Drag Peyton Manning's like barely functioning corpse into the.
It worked though.
It did. Yeah.
Did it.
It was what was necessary.
Yeah, here's the aftermath. We're watching the Buffalo Bills stomp all over the ashes.
I honestly, like, I think really one of the main things that happened with the Broncos after those years is that fucking Elway sucks at drafting QBs. I think I like it. It's just, fucking Brock Osweiler, Paxton Lynch, fucking and
they've done it a few times too.
yeah. It's he's just bad at that. It seems like they're pretty good at getting talent like everywhere else, but QB, it's just like they picked the wrong guy on purpose.
Yeah, it's the old John Elway experience. You know, he's just like, this guy's built like a football player.
Yeah.
And, you know, he didn't do bad, but it's, you know, probably a lot of garbage time too. But on the other side, Josh Allen's he's just coming into his own, honestly. I think Stephon Diggs was the missing piece. Like, he just needed that number one receiver. Yeah. And now he got it, and he's rolling along. And then the Bills' defense is getting a lot better, too, as they get healthier.
I will say
the Patriots lost to the fucking Broncos, man. It could have been the playoffs this year. We lost to fucking Broncos.
I will say that considering I'm in the finals of our fantasy football championship, I'd say that this worked out. I picked
oh, there he is.
Hey, Savicta.
Hey.
But I picked up Stephon Diggs because I expected what would happen this year is that they would basically force feed Stephon Diggs. And
they sure have.
And it did. I rode me to 9-10 wins already. So thank you, Stephon Diggs. And it's been getting them to wins too. He's been doing great. Like every week. Perfect piece for them. He's actually perfect for Josh Allen because he's like a possession type receiver, you know, like he's solid. He'll catch like every fucking ball thrown within 6 feet of him, you know, and that's good to have for a guy who's
real thick.
Yeah.
Sorry, when he said solid, that's where my brain went. Real tight, real well built.
Yeah, I mean his booty's clapped down. His booty, they clap down the field.
Mm-hmm. Please continue. Sorry, that was a horrible aside.
I mean, that was the whole thing. He's got a nice ass. I mean, let's just
there we go. That's the point.
Fantastic.
That's what this show is about. God damn
it. That is what this show's about. So yeah. Then we had the Packers beat the Panthers.
Good for you, buddy. You know what? I'm happy for you, friend.
This was a fantastic, terrible win. I mean, it was one of those games where like we were up 21-3 at halftime, and then you're like, we win, and then they made it closer than it had to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, like defense stepped up, made some plays. Offense just kind of was like second half, but you know, win's a win. Rodgers looked good.
Donald, making sure I heard that.
A little bit of Donald in there,
yeah, 143 yards and a touchdown for Rodgers. Aaron Jones, 145 yards and a touchdown rushing. Solid day for him. Rodgers ran for a touchdown as well. Lazard, 56 yards. Adams had 42. Defense was just pretty solid, and the Panthers just looked like a team trying really hard, but just being outmatched, essentially.
Yeah, they're hurting a bit too, but yeah, they're not as good as the Packers. Clearly, they're not really even competitive in their division right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yep. So Packers, though, competing for the 1 seed. All they got to do is win this week and then have the Seahawks lose, I believe, is all we need. And then, or we just beat the Bears. If we beat the Bears, we get the 1 seed. So
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, destiny's in your hands.
Yeah. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think we can do that, hopefully.
Yeah.
You feel like this is a Super Bowl team?
I feel like they're better than last year, and that team made the championship. So I think they can be. I think they can beat any NFC team. My issue is when we would have to play an AFC team.
AKA the Chiefs.
Yeah. But I think our offense could keep up with them. The problem is if the offense gets behind, that's when we struggle. That's literally the Packers, like, every time. Like, when they're up, they're good. And then when they play, like, the Buccaneers and you throw 2 picks and you're down 14, everything just starts sputtering. So
that's when you put in Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't you have a Tom Brady? I thought everybody had a Tom Brady.
But do you think you can beat the Bucks in the playoffs, Coach?
I think we could beat the Bucks in the playoffs. Yeah. Honestly, I think we could have beat the Bucks if we just didn't throw 2 picks that one game. But turnovers are the bane of the Packers because we thrive on controlling the ball and not turning it over, and then playing up. So once we go down, it's not good. But I think we can. I still think we can beat any team. That's why I really want the bye, because I don't want to play against like the Cardinals or some shit, because I know we'd lose in like a wacky ass wild card game.
It was just funny because he said, "I know we can beat any team, but that's why I want the bye, because I don't want to play the Cardinals."
Well, I think we can beat any team, but I think when you're in the playoffs, that's when like crazy shit happens.
Yeah, no.
So you don't know if like Kyler Murray's gonna ball out, or like if the Eagles sneak in and Jalen Hurts does some crazy shit. I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I want my free win and home field advantage, and make them have to play in the snow.
Amen. Amen to that, brother.
So, yeah. That was the Packers Panthers. Then we had Colts Texans 27-20. Colts win, even though the Texans had a chance to tie it at the end, and they fumbled because Darius Leonard punched the ball out.
Oof. Yep. Texans have been fighting tooth and nail each goddamn game, dude. And like the fact that they have not just folded over is astounding to me, because like it kind of feels like they should.
It is actually incredible. Like Bill O'Brien definitely kind of he's right neck and neck with Gase in destructions of franchises. I mean, granted, the Jets were already bad, but like, and maybe that's what makes Bill O'Brien worse. But like, God, he really fucked that team, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then like they're still competitive is the thing. Like with Deshaun and that defense is like still okay.
Yeah. It's sad because this was a playoff team on the rise, and now they're, one step forward, 2 steps back, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of like
the running game is just awful.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Who would have
Like
thought?
Dave Johnson, he can catch, but he just move him to receiver, or even like just like fullback at this point.
Yeah, don't have a running back anymore.
They've got I mean, they just don't have a running game at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, that seems like it's the difference this game, because they had nothing. Their best rusher was David Johnson, 27 yards, 8 carries, while the Colts had Jonathan Taylor, 83 yards, 16 carries, and a touchdown. Even Neiman Hines had 43 yards. They're second.
They're definitely one of those teams like we were talking about. Like there's like a bottom half basically of the NFL right now that are just like composed of teams that do not have a feature back.
Yeah.
And as a result, just basically don't have a running game.
Yeah. Plus, the Colts defense pretty solid. DeForest Buckner had 3 sacks by himself.
True, yeah.
So pretty good. Honestly, I think the Colts are going to be a solid, like, competitive playoff team. I think they can play against anybody and give them a fight.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Like from the beginning of the year, I wouldn't have called that, to be honest.
Yeah, same. But they are definitely a scary AFC team.
Yeah.
I would not want to be playing them.
Until you realize it's Philip Rivers in the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, never mind. They're going to go out in the first round.
Philly are.
I did forget that.
Then we had Titans, Lions. Who saw this one coming? Titans beat the Lions.
Yeah.
We all did.
Yeah.
Big Dog was eaten.
Yep, 147 and a touchdown for Derrick Henry. 6.1 yards a carry on 24 carries. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Corey Davis had 110 and a touchdown receiving. Tannehill, 3 touchdowns, 273, 21 of 27.
Yeah, Tannehill had a great game, dude.
Very good. Surprisingly, Matt Stafford didn't do too bad for playing with like bruised ribs and whatever else he has. Swift had 67, 2 touchdowns. Lions they need defense. I mean, if you they put up 25 points, you can win a game with 25 points. Just Not when you give up
Stafford's
46.
just gonna score, dude. Like you cannot stop this man from getting touchdowns, no matter who you put around him. But at the same time, like you got to put more pieces around this guy at some point.
Yeah.
Well, he's had
Well, I mean, it's been years now, so
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem's always been usually the Lions' offense is pretty all right, but their defense is bad. And there's that 1 year their defense was like pretty solid. They made the wild card and lost. So, Stafford still got a couple of years.
There's not a lot of future there, is there? I mean, like they're gonna have a middling draft pick again. It's just ugh.
Well, apparently they say I just looked at his contract and it says potential out 2021 4 years. So I mean,
he should go somewhere else, dude.
He should go somewhere else. That's the thing is like he can
he
go out.
Won't, but he should.
I wonder if he would. I mean, at this point, he's been there. He's already had 3 contracts with them.
Yeah, when did he get? It was like
he was drafted in 08, I want to say, so that would be.
Brett Favre was still playing.
Yeah,
like his first year, I think Favre was still playing. So yeah,
2009.
Oh, 2009. Yeah. So
yeah, Stafford. I mean, the Lions had the best chance to actually get somewhere when he threw. I think it was 40 or 41 touchdowns that one season. I think it was 2011. That's when Calvin Johnson.
Oh yeah, Calvin Johnson.
Dude, once Megatron was gone, that was just like, all right, there's your window. It's shut. Goodbye.
It's sad he had such a short career because people didn't get to witness the majesty of that dude just running around.
So good.
He was incredible.
Apparently,
Burleson and Rasheed Davis were the other 2 wide receivers that year.
Yeah.
Apparently, he wanted to come to Green Bay.
Oh my god!
And they said Aaron Rodgers, because he was talking about it on the Pat McAfee show. He was just like, I kept telling him like, come on over here, man. Like it'll be good. He's like, at times he was like, I wish I could.
Yeah,
but
it's a really fucked. I mean, seriously, the NFL Players Association has it's one of the weakest unions in professional sports, and it's fucked. Like how the system works.
Yeah,
it's real bad for the players.
I just looked up his stats. It was 41 touchdowns in 2011 to 16 interceptions.
Jesus,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, he went off. That's what happens when you give.
How many of those were to?
He had 5,038 yards that season as well.
Holy wow. How many of those touchdowns were to Calvin Johnson, out of curiosity?
That I can tell you in 2 shakes and 4 wiggles by
very Rob measurement.
Yeah.
Okay,
interesting.
Rob, you gotta do 4 shakes and a wiggle. He had 16 touchdowns.
Oh my god, that's
man.
That's
a touchdown a game.
Yeah.
Since 2011, the Lions actually made the wild card 3 times, and they lost all of them.
Yeah.
So they went 10-6, 11-5, and 9-7 for all those years. And then the other years they went 7-9, 7-9, 4-12, 9-7, 6-10, 3-12, and then this year 5-9. So I mean, either mediocrity or losing the wild card.
Exactly. Yeah. Like you just kind of explained what has resulted in them still being where they are today. They just keep ending up in the exact same place over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That was the Marvin Lewis thing, right? Like that was what was happening in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They were good enough to get to the playoffs sometimes and have mediocre seasons, but that kind of fucked them, because of how the system works.
And then they finally decided to really suck ass, and then they got Joe Burrow, and then they broke his ankle, and now they're fucked again.
Yeah,
it's really easy to suck ass on purpose, actually.
Turns out,
it's just every year it's just easy. You just have just 1 or 2 wins, and that's it. That's good enough. But
I think we're there, right? I think this is a great natural segue.
No. We gotta milk
Not
this
quite.
out. Everybody's waiting for that moment. We gotta keep milking it.
All right. That's fair.
Bears beat the Vikings. This was kind of just a battle of 2 teams that aren't good, but they're not bad. They're better than the Lions, but they're not that much better.
They should have honest football advertisements. This is a battle of the 2 teams that aren't good.
I mean, that's just Thursday night football every week.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so.
All right. So here's the thing. I already had 2 people come to my stream be like, "You're gonna bash the Bears again," even though they've won 2 in a row. They beat the shitty ass Texans. Okay. And then they just beat the Vikings, who are 6-8, and with David Montgomery running for 146, 2 touchdowns. That's the Bears' like one bright spot.
Yeah.
Is Montgomery, yeah.
Yeah. And Trubisky, here's the thing. He went 15 of 21, 202, 1 TD, 1 pick, and people are like, dude, I think Trubisky's back. He threw an interception in the end zone in the fourth quarter that gave away the chance to seal it.
Oh, so he's back.
So he's back. Yeah, then he threw in the triple coverage and it didn't get picked. So, I mean, that's not going to work in the playoffs. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Playoffs. Allen Robinson, 83 yards, 4 catches. Eddie Jackson is good on defense. Like, the Bears' defense is still good, but the problem is still the offense. If they can run the ball,
almost 30 points to the Vikings. I mean, that's pretty bad.
Here's the thing: is like they can run the ball well, but I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball well every week. Teams are just going to stack the box and make Trubisky throw it.
Yeah,
like that's
the Bears are very beatable, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like we all picked the Vikings just because we just don't like the Bears and don't want them to win.
I'm so certain the Bears aren't good, dude. Like, they're not a playoff team. They're not going to beat anybody in the playoffs. Who the fuck are they going to beat?
Yeah. Are they?
That's
are
the
they,
thing.
Like, confirmed to be going into the playoffs even?
No.
Or?
They won't. No, yeah.
Okay, so here's what has to happen for the Bears to make the playoffs. They have to essentially hope the Cardinals lose one of their next 2 games. Either to the 49ers, which they're not going to lose to the 49ers, or I think the Seahawks or someone, the Rams, Seahawks, one of those. Then the Bears have to win both of their games if that happens, or they have to beat the Packers. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if they didn't beat the Jaguars. I feel like the Jaguars could do like some crazy shit.
I mean, I'm sure Rob would be thrilled about that.
He probably would be thrilled.
I would love that a lot. Yep.
Why is that, Rob?
We'll
find out later
We'll
because
find
we're
out
still
very
milking
soon.
that teat.
Okay, that's
That's the sound effect.
Then
thank you, Bear.
it's not likely, and if they did make it in, they're not gonna go very far. So I don't know why there's a lot of Bears fans being like, "Dude, they gotta get it." Like,
because you can't. It's not like you can root for losses. It's not. You're not going to get a good draft pick. So I mean, at this point, you might as well. There's an off chance.
That is true.
That's where my heart lies right now.
You have some sort of hope. I guess I see it. It's just weird because like 2 weeks ago on Chicago radio, because I'll listen to, they're just like, dude, fire everybody, fire everyone. This team is the worst team. I hate it. Now they're like, dude, we can make the playoffs. It's like the level in which people flip their minds is like insane in the sports world.
No matter what happens, they should fire everyone though.
I would too.
Yeah, in fact, fire us.
Yeah.
Hire us.
Yeah, hire
us. Yeah,
hire us.
We can do it.
Give us money.
Sorry, that was the right idea.
Yeah. So then we had the Seahawks football team. Seahawks win 2015. Who would have thought Dwayne Haskins could not lead the team to victory? Truly a
But
shocker.
he could lead them straight into the strip club.
He sure could.
Wait, is this the thing that I missed?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the thing you missed.
It is the thing you missed. So apparently, there were some Instagram posts, other stuff from girls partying with Dwayne Haskins. Spotted maskless partying with strippers after loss.
Yeah, well, I mean that is bad to hang out maskless. Yeah.
Some people are like, it might not be Dwayne Haskins. It's like there's 7 girls wearing a Dwayne Haskins jersey. I don't know anybody that would wear one Dwayne Haskins jersey, let alone 7 of them.
A very strange coincidence if it was 7 of them wearing a Haskins jersey and it wasn't Dwayne Haskins. It was just like some random
they just
guy.
really like
Unless
Dwayne
he's
Haskins.
giving them thousands and thousands of dollars per lap dance.
In fact, the top comment is the girls having Dwayne Haskins jerseys is the most unbelievable part.
Because he clearly brought them there.
Oh yeah, and in fact he probably had to pay extra for him to even put them on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not looking good for Dwayne Haskins, but Alex Smith hopefully can make it back. You're in a weird situation when you're like, please, Alex Smith, we need you back at starting quarterback. And really,
That's
they do.
the Washington football team for you,
That is,
baby.
because here's the thing. Right now, like Seahawks winning, I figured that would happen. without Alex Smith playing. If Alex Smith played this game, I think they could have won. Honestly,
Yeah, probably.
They even had a few chances, like at the end to win, but
I think the Washington football team is like actually kind of a good team.
Their defense is like legit one of the best in the league.
Legit defense. And they have pretty decent running backs. It's just even even McLaurin's a good receiver. Logan Thomas pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I think they're definitely the best. Like without Dak, at least they're definitely the best team in the East. I would say probably.
Yeah.
Overall, at least overall.
But here's
I thought that's what we'd be saying at the end of the season.
The Eagles with Jalen Hurts actually look pretty good.
That's true. Yeah. And the Giants have been doing well the past couple of weeks too.
Yeah, they've just been banged up, I think.
Yeah, but I think the football team in particular has like a lot of good things going for it.
Yeah.
That I think they stumbled out of the gate a little bit too.
Yeah, I agree.
It was because of the name, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They stumbled out of the football gate.
This could end up being a playoff game. We don't even know. Could be another rematch.
Wow,
but,
shit.
Seriously, could be. Yeah.
In fact, I think if the playoffs were to start today, the football team would play against the 2-7, 3-6, 4. Oh, they play the Rams. Never mind. But they could very easily change. We don't know. So
the Rams fucking suck.
That's right.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
Dolphins beat the Patriots. Tua, 145 and a pick. Not great.
Why
But
can't we score a fucking touchdown?
that's a good question.
One. Oh God, this is a strange feeling, man, to not be able to see the end zone.
Welcome to my world, Bear. It's hell, isn't it?
Holy shit! I did not know it could be this difficult.
They also give up
tried for 10 years.
2 rushing touchdowns for Tua, and Salvin Ahmed 122 yards and a touchdown on 23 carries, and Matt Breida had 86 on 12 carries. So they just ran and ran.
Yeah,
and ran.
no, they ran it all the fuck over.
Yeah. And,
The Patriots. My bad, by the way, for ever associating myself with the team. I apologize profusely.
By the way, the Dolphins defense pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Pretty good defense.
Well, we were talking about last week. They had a lot of turnovers. They're really good at turnovers.
Yeah. No, they are very good at
Also,
turnovers.
Feel like the Patriots offense also isn't that great. So.
Yeah.
That's also true, yes.
I would say a major factor in this loss.
Yeah. I would also agree with
the
that.
biggest factor, I would argue.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Do you think that they would have made the playoffs this year had Brady stayed with the team?
Yes.
Yeah.
1,000% yes.
Almost certainly, yeah. Yeah, no, there's kind of no question in my mind, to be honest.
I'd say they'd have the Dolphins spot right now.
Yep. They'd be flip-flop pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Although it would be, I don't think it would be a good team going.
No, we would be fucked, but we would make the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah.
So that happened. Dolphins helping their playoff push because right now they are tied with the Ravens still at 9-5 in the 7, but they control the tiebreaker currently, so they would get in and the Ravens would not. Speaking of the Ravens, they won 40-14 over the Jaguars, who continue to lose. Lamar Jackson looked good. They ran the ball okay. Marquise Brown had a lot of yards. Minshew had 226, 2 touchdowns, 22 of 29. He wasn't bad.
I hope that man can win him a game. Really do.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of hope so too, because then that would help the Packers.
They held Robinson in check quite well this game, which is the first time that's happened all year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He 35 yards on 16 carries.
All right. I did not the Packer 1 seed. Help the Bears miss the playoffs. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I don't want any other NFC North teams having any fun. We're the only team that gets to have fun. Jaguars.
They're bad.
Buccaneers beat the Falcons. Hey, want to hear a fun fact?
I do.
Yeah.
The Falcons were up 17-0 at halftime.
And they blew a lead?
They blew a lead.
Tom Brady?
Not
No.
By the
it
way,
happened in the second half because, man, Tom Brady sure doesn't like to play football in the first
In the
half.
first half, yeah, for some reason he fucking hates it, dude.
yeah. So by the way, I saved this this stat line.
Okay, good.
The Falcons have now lost 4 games this season where they had a 95% win probability or higher.
Wowie. I had to wind up that wowie, dude.
Man.
Oh my god.
That is a wowie.
That sucks.
That's really bad.
95%.
95%. That's like impressively bad.
Yeah. You gotta
Yeah.
be trying.
Yeah.
To hit that 5% 5 times, I mean, that's 5. Wait, it's like 0.5 times point. I don't know how to do the math.
The math
for it.
works out somewhere there. It's
You
nerd
multiply
stuff. But
it, yeah.
Oh, here's another fun stat. Because Tom Brady and the Bucks beat the Falcons are now 28-34 since they lost to the Patriots 28-34 in the Super Bowl.
I like that stat a lot. Will you say it again?
Yep, they're 28-34 since they lost 28-34.
Okay, I found it out. Apparently, Tom Brady is the curse of the Falcons. I don't know what happened. What is
He's got a 7-0 career record against them.
that's? Yeah, what the hell?
Man. Well, also Devin White had 3 sacks. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Antonio Brown had a touchdown. Chris Godwin had a touchdown. Mike Evans had 110 yards. Fournette had 2 touchdowns.
The AB touchdown was fantastic. It was it was just a bomb straight down the field, and man, imagine if
Like, we're hating on his deep game, but then he keeps putting on fucking dimes like that, dude. I'm telling you, he's still got it every now and then.
That's the problem every now and then.
yeah, when he's not like just going insane. But the fact that the Buccaneers like were able to just shake off the first half and be like, yeah, okay, we're done playing now was so Patriot-esque. I almost like messaged you, Bear, just to ask you like if you were watching the game, if it looked familiar, because like it seriously looked like Patriots. It really did.
It's actually just an expectation, which is ridiculous to think about, but it is. That's true.
Yeah.
Like, you just expect it.
Yeah, and it was I was surprised and also happy, which is not something that happens all that often. So I was even double surprised.
Welcome to wins, baby.
The Bucs are now 1 win away from clinching a playoff berth.
Yeah.
So, and I think if the Bears lose one more, then they do clinch a playoff berth. So a lot of these teams are banking on a Bears loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we had the Cowboys beat the 49ers, keeping their playoff hopes alive at 5-9.
On accident.
On accident.
Yeah, that was not deliberate.
Nick Mullins threw for 219, 2 TDs, 2 picks, and CJ Beathard threw for a touchdown and 100 yards in the 49er carousel of quarterbacks.
I'll never not read his name as Beat Hard, by the way, but please continue. Beat Hard.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys, Andy Dalton, 209, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And the star Cowboy running back we all know, Tony Pollard.
Tony
with
Pollard, that's
69
right,
yards
dude.
and 2 touchdowns.
Fucking $100 million Tony Pollard. That's the guy.
69 yards.
And he caught 63 yards on 6 catches.
Yeah, he did.
Look at that.
He did.
The triple sixes.
Yeah.
No, dude, he got the double 69. He got the 69 yards. He got 6 receptions on 9 targets.
Oh my
Nice.
God, you're right.
Nice.
He just wins they should give him a ring. He doesn't need that's it.
yeah.
That's
They
his
just give him the nice ring. That's all they do.
Yeah, nice. So this game, I can't believe this has playoff implications on it, but
It really is ridiculous.
yeah, but there you go. They stay alive. This was actually a good game. The Cardinals beating the Eagles.
Yeah, man. Jalen Hurts is fucking killing it already.
Jalen
2 games.
Hurts.
He is crushing it, dude.
He passed 24-44, 338, 3 touchdowns, and ran for 63 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
That was, it was almost a little Kyler Murray-esque.
Yeah, it looked like kind of a mirror match.
Yeah.
Part of the thing that happens, I think, with the rookies is like, people don't have tape on them. So like the first year, they can have a lot of times they can get away with like really really spectacular performances. But what's really cool about that, I think, is that it kind of shows you like what they're like fully capable of when they're
Right.
it looks like he seems like you could stick behind Jalen Hurts right now. I mean, especially over Carson.
Why wouldn't you right now, right?
Yeah, I don't know what do you do with it? Like, can you even trade Carson Wentz though? That's the other question.
No, God,
Yeah, like,
no.
does
Who
he
the
have
hell
any
wants him?
value?
Isn't his
Yeah,
contract up?
probably.
Can we get a contract
have
check,
no
please?
idea.
Contract check.
How do I even do that?
I can go to Over the Cap. Hold on. So you can check this on overthecap.com, and then you could just search their name.
Carson Wentz signed a 4-year, $128 million contract with the Eagles. That was in. When was that? Was that last year?
Hold on.
Oh,
I'll look
no.
He's locked in through 2024, and in 2025 he becomes an unrestricted free agent.
Oh,
Yeah. So he's until 2024. Although the dead money is better by 2023. Otherwise it's pretty expensive to drop him.
It's a big contract.
Well,
yeah.
here's a fun fact. Jalen Hurts had more total yards, 401 yesterday, than Carson Wentz has had in any game of his career.
Wow.
And Hurts had 4 touchdowns and 0 turnovers, something Wentz has done once.
That is actually surprising, because I remember like when Carson Wentz was everyone was talking about him. They were all saying like he was having these big statistical record kind of game things, going on.
I don't know. I feel like you gotta roll with what's hot.
The technical term, the game things going on.
Yeah.
The game things.
Yeah. My favorite YouTube channel.
People don't watch this podcast for insightful football commentary.
It is true. In fact, I don't know why they even like watch or listen to this podcast.
I will say someone did mention that where they said, I remember Kevin Cobb getting 5 years in the NFL, multiple starting opportunities after throwing for 300 yards in 2 straight games, backing up McNabb. So you gotta give him a few games before you're like, yeah.
Actually, in the Eagles too, in particular, it feels like this is a pretty common trend with them.
Oh yeah,
Carson Wentz, and not just Carson Wentz, but Nick Foles, obviously, who won them the Super Bowl too. Yeah.
So I mean, still, he's good enough to win the NFC if NFC East. I mean,
It's there for him, dude.
Yeah. Cardinals, on the other hand, man, Deandre Hopkins, 169 yards and a touchdown on 9 catches. Who would want that guy on their team? Not Bill O'Brien.
Might be worth. I don't know. I wouldn't give more than a
keep doing this. We can't.
I definitely wouldn't give up a first rounder or I wouldn't give up. Man.
Poor Bill. Won't someone think of poor Bill O'Brien?
Yeah, he's
Every week, just getting roasted over the coals
in his mansion, and he drives back.
What if we just trade all our draft picks and our best
and my car?
By the way, in case anybody doesn't know any football history, there was a Bears coach at one time named Mike Ditka who literally traded every single draft pick that the Bears had that year.
Yep.
For just one pick, right? Or one player or something?
I think he was on the Saints at that point.
Yeah.
And he traded all of their draft picks for Ricky Williams?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Ricky Williams.
I was going to say, if it was any Ricky, it's got to be Williams, right? If it was all their fucking draft picks.
And Ricky Williams smoked a lot of weed.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of weed.
Is that like relevant, or are you just saying that to say?
No, he did. He did.
No, he got in a lot of trouble back when it was still like demonized and a big no.
It's amazing that it is still technically against the rule. Like if they fucking catch them now, they give them
apparently
shit.
it's
the NBA has
the NBA passed the thing where they don't care anymore.
So hopefully the NFL is not too far behind.
Hey,
on that,
Ricky
but they
Williams
probably will be pretty far behind on that.
Ricky Williams did actually have a pretty good career though. He ran for 1,000 yards a lot. Ran for over 10,000.
It's just such a wild trade, like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh.
They
Actually, they probably had more rounds that year too, right? Like maybe
I'm pretty sure he went to open up a dispensary too. in New Orleans.
Nice.
Or wherever. No, he went to Florida, I think. He ended in was it Miami that he ended it? Or I think in Reggie Bush.
I think
pretty sure
he went to Miami. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yep. Reggie Bush went from the Saints to the Lions. He went to the Lions.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Ricky Williams, they traded their entire 99 draft and their first and third in 2000.
Right. Yeah, there was
Wow.
more.
That is.
It wasn't like wow. In the negotiations, it was like no, not just every pick this year. Next year too.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
mean, that's kind of it. When you're negotiating, if you come to the table like, I'll give you everything I own, at that point, you might as well be like, how about your blood too?
You might be like, wow, that's crazy. I wonder how many Super Bowls that team that got all those draft picks won.
Yeah.
Then you realize it was the Washington Redskins.
Oh,
Yeah.
But actually, they got some
So
pretty good
much for
players
those
out
draft
of it. It's just, yeah. That's where teams go to die, or players,
Mike?
Yeah.
teams,
Ditka.
really teams as well. Their team died. Team name.
yeah, exactly.
Mike Ditka. So yeah, that happened. Then we had the game of the week.
Oh baby.
The big time show, the no longer winless New York Jets defeating the Rams.
Yep.
Rob?
I was so excited to celebrate your new milestone with you every week, starting last week, and we only got it one time. I'm so disappointed.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I guess I really shouldn't be surprised that the most disappointing Jets year has somehow managed to be more disappointing. Against all odds, they managed to do it and make this season a complete and total waste of time. Any amount of brain power that I have spent thinking about the Jets, looking at the Jets, watching their players, any amount of that was a complete and total waste of every single moment in that time.
Yep.
Because in case anybody doesn't know, the Jets won, and therefore we will not have the first overall pick. We might not even have the second overall pick.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So that's
I think he would get the second because the Bengals won.
Oh right, yeah, no, you guys will probably get the second.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, maybe, but even so, it doesn't really matter because that's it. Like that's the whole that was the whole thing, was trying to get the first overall pick to get Trevor Lawrence. But now that's out, so that's it.
Can you imagine if Trevor Lawrence leads the Jaguars to just an
I'm sure he
insane
will.
run?
I'm sure he will. I wouldn't. There's nothing. There's no doubt in my mind that will occur. Because
how did this happen, Rob? How did they win?
Every year in the NFL, one or a couple of teams are really, really bad, and usually they're 2 wins bad, 3 wins bad.
Yeah.
Usually 1 win is enough to secure the first overall pick. But wouldn't you know, the New York Jets, when they're looking for it, 1 win is too many. Because the thing is, how it works is it's based on strength of schedule, and the Jets have a historically hard strength of schedule. Like the hardest strength of schedule in the past 10 years. So of any team. So because of that, the Jaguars have the same amount of wins and losses, but they've been playing weaker competition technically. So therefore, they're the worst team, and therefore they're allowed to get the first overall pick, and the Jets aren't. And they should just sell the team and just close it down. Honestly, I don't think
Just close the team.
Close it down.
That's a new thing.
This is a waste of time. You know?
Just demolish the team. Just,
Yeah, and it's been they had a good run, 40, 50 years, something like that, But
Sure.
it's enough. They've
But do you really want the last Jets team ever to go out as
100%?
Adam
Yeah, this
Gase?
is perfect. This is exactly what they are.
This is a
So
microcosm of the New York Jets fan base experience.
this is who they have always been, and this is it at their peak. This is peak Jets, where they are the worst team that I have ever seen them field, and yet it's still not enough to do anything positive for the team. Yeah, that is the Jets. That is exactly who they are.
They couldn't
and
even tank right.
no, yeah,
Like,
That's the Adam Gase way. You
Mhm.
think he's the tank commander, and he's like, nah.
Yep.
Nah.
Watch this, motherfuckers.
Adam Gase, it's like the end of Saving Private Ryan. Adam Gase is Tom Hanks, and he keeps shooting the tank with the pistol, except the tank just keeps on going and just runs right over him.
Greg Williams died for this, and we still got to win the week after.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking.
It's
I actually legitimately. I know I say this every year, but I don't know guys anymore. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do it anymore. This, and then they couldn't even fucking tank, right? Seriously?
Hanging the hopes on the prospect of a generational talent, it already feels like grim outlook at that point, but then when you fuck that up, oof.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the thing, right? Is that the season was already, keep in mind, this is the third year of our QB that we picked up after rebuilding. So, if we take Trevor Lawrence, that means we're going to do that thing that we just did 3 years ago, and I was just about okay with doing that, but now we're not going to do that. Now I don't know what we're going to do.
Now you still have Darnold.
Yeah, now we're just going to lose some more, I guess. And
you also want to demolish the team now. So
Yep. Yeah, no. That's the other thing is I don't know what we do now. What's the plan? Because I don't think we take Fields at 2. We could trade back in theory, but that requires teams wanting to trade up.
I think teams would want Justin Fields, though. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he's he's like a Baker Mayfield type, honestly. I haven't looked, but he feels like he's not generational talent like Trevor Lawrence, they say. But he's still a good starting quarterback potential.
That's true. The thing is though, Cincinnati's right there too at 3.
Yeah.
And they maybe you get a better deal from them because the person that you're trying to jump to get Fields would be Carolina, right? They're the only other ones.
Chicago Bears could be trying to bump up there.
I don't think they can move from 16 to. They'd have to spend a lot.
Are you saying a team would the Bears wouldn't trade up to 2 and take a starting quarterback in 2017 that then they would cut in 2021?
I know that they would do that, but the draft is not like Madden, so going from the 16th spot to 2 would basically you'd have to offer Ditka, you'd have to offer everything. I don't know if you'd be able to do that because then you're out of the top 10. So that's
they'd have to give up future firsts and a bunch of
I'm betting they probably wouldn't be able to offer Ditka.
But yeah, it's it's New York Jets football. Here's the thing: is the player, you feel good for the players because they're they don't want to lose, right? But it's gotta the management and the coaching has to at some point be oh man, you know what? Let's just take Sam Darnold out. Let's see. They should be the ones doing it.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe possibly the players wanted to show that they're still in control and they just wanted to give the middle finger to the management by actually winning the game
to
prevent the tank?
When I was listening to Pat McAfee's opinion on it, he was on one of the really shitty Colts teams before they took Andrew Luck. And he said when they won, management was furious, coaching was mad, everybody, but the players were just popping bottles, being we won. We're not engraved in the worst team ever, because then your name gets put there, and you don't want that shit when you're trying to make money in the NFL.
And they can also give it to the man who they hate. If they actually hate the team or the owners, like I would totally want to tank.
If anything,
tank the tank.
This makes it even easier to fire Adam Gase because he's not doing anything right.
Yeah, now it's completely pointless to have him.
Yeah. He's totally lost the locker room though. They've been gone though, right?
Oh, he lost them last year. Like it was over. Because and it's not surprising why, because he's a really, really horrible head coach. I mean, that's but the what were we just talking about just before that?
Trading Ditka.
Trading Ditka, winless Pat McAfee team.
Oh right, yeah. That's a really interesting insight that Pat McAfee said. That I didn't know that that's how that relationship worked. That the GMs and like ownership and stuff actually do want to tank, but it's the players that don't want. I didn't know that was in conflict. I thought that it was like both of them, because the thing is, I would think that the ownership wouldn't want to tank because tanking, it's less money.
Yeah,
but
it's one of those things where they knew Andrew Luck was going to be available, and they're like generational quarterback, and like you don't want to pass that up because he's still pretty good.
But think about it this way, from a even like a mid-level veteran perspective, like do you really want to throw away your reputation, your possible tradability future on just for a rookie quarterback? There is no veteran player that plays the NFL that is like, man, I cannot wait to tank our season just so we can get this like 21-year-old kid to come in here and lead us to the promised land.
And you don't even know if you're going to be on the team next year anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. The players have no incentive to tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way the players treat football, by the way, is like each team, like every season is a new team. Like they're on a new team, basically.
Yeah.
There's new players. They're doing new things. They've got new plays and stuff, and they treat it as like they treat it that way. So I mean, it's not like a guy on the unless Darnold is gonna definitely stay here for 20 years. He doesn't really give a shit what happens to the Jets next year. I mean, he says it for like the media, but why should he? He has no reason to.
I will say, I mean, we've said it before, like the Jets had 2 games they should have won as well. Like they could very easily have 3 wins right now.
That's true. Yeah.
And the bigger thing is the Rams.
Yeah.
Rams? What are you doing? Jared Goff, like they were running the ball, right? And then they're just like throwing it for no reason. They're doing dumb play. They were just doing dumb plays. Like it's bad play calling.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell was happening there. Maybe like LA called in a hit on New York so that Jacksonville could rise.
Every time I'm like, dude, I think the Rams are turning the corner. I think they're good. Then they just do this. Like I've said it for years. I'm like, you just blitz Jared Goff. He doesn't know what to do. And then it looks like they're like, oh, he's figuring it out. And then boom, you lose to the winless Jets. Like I don't know. But then they go out and then they beat like the Seahawks or some shit. I don't know how they work.
Yeah.
So that happened. Fun times.
That was a Jets game.
Chiefs beat the Saints 32-29 in a somewhat close game. Drew Brees played and he did not look good.
He looked bad.
Yeah.
Well, at least in the beginning he looked real not good.
Yeah, he went 15 of 34, 234, 3 TDs and a pick. So it looks better than what it was, but like that's not healthy Drew Brees.
Yeah, it seems like he maybe is coming back too early, and it's unnecessary considering.
Yeah. Like Taysom Hill can still keep him in the games and stuff. It's just when you're rushing back, like now they're at the point where they had the 1 seed. Now they've fallen to the point where even they could fall like the 3 seed. Like and then you got to play
Tampa Bay coach. Our time is now.
This is your time. You can actually take the division with a hope, a dream. Meanwhile, Mahomes, 254, 3 touchdowns. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 79 yards. Le'Veon Bell had 62 and a touchdown. Kelsey, 68 and a touchdown.
A lot more than I expected them to.
Yeah.
Like I thought Bell would just sort of like be a presence there, not necessarily like involved all that much, but he's been featured back.
Yeah, they give him the 1-2 punch with Clyde Edwards.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs are, unsurprisingly, using him effectively
because they're a good team with a good coach.
Right. Oh,
That's how
what
that
it is.
works.
Okay. See, I was just used to Bell not doing anything because he was on the Jets. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, there's a
But
problem.
like people forget that like the thing about him is that he was like the best receiving back in football when he was playing.
Yeah.
You know, he's basically having a running back that's also a wide receiver, which, you know, considering Patrick Mahomes is throwing the ball around, that's a good thing to have around. So he's like the threat of he can, you know, run on you and also pass. So it's just kind of like, is even if he doesn't make stats, like he's something that teams have to look at, you know?
Hmm.
Like he's always there and kind of scary.
Yeah, and just having all those weapons available is what the Chiefs do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, like they got a big toolkit. Andy Reid knows how to use the tools. Speaking of teams that are actually having a lot of tools now, the Cleveland Browns.
Oh yeah.
10-4 Cleveland Browns, 10 wins. They did it. They did it.
I don't think any of us could have predicted that, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, not a single one of us said that exact thing at the beginning of the podcast. Nobody would have.
Dude, Baker Mayfield's like coming into his own now. 27-32, 297, 2 touchdowns. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's looking good. I mean, and this is the thing, right? Like third year, so like, you know, Baker looks solid, I'd say. Like
Yeah.
he looks like he's
He completely sold me last week. Like I am on the Baker train ever since that duel with Lamar last week. Like
Oh, yeah.
he's legit. He's got it for the Browns for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, he's looking great. He's kind of fixed it. He had a turnover problem. That was his biggest thing. And now he's kind of fixed that, and he's just looking solid, like sharp.
Yeah. Like even like statistically he doesn't look like incredible, but when you watch him play, it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, he's the guy for them, I think. You know? Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for them to be doubting him in any way.
No, like he's proven that he can win football games, and really that's all you need.
Yeah.
Especially if you're the
taking them
Browns.
to
Can't
the-
be picky.
I mean, he's breaking the longest playoff streak in the NFL. So
Right. Yeah.
anything that they accomplish this year is going to be tied to what he can do, and he's been doing it.
Yeah. So, hey, I think I'm excited for the Browns. I think they're going to play tough. They're going to play a good playoff. I think they'll make the playoffs. They can.
I think they definitely. They got 10 wins already.
Yeah,
So.
one more win and they're in. I believe is what it is. And the Giants on the other side.
How hard they've been fighting to like finally get into the playoffs after like what a 2021 season drought or whatever. And then you go look at the NFC East, and it's like, man, if they were just in any other division.
Yep.
Yep.
But hey, the Browns play the Jets this week. So
Yeah.
yeah. On the other side, Colt McCoy, 19-31, 221. Not bad for a backup. And then the Giants, God, I can't believe the Giants are still in it too. Their defense is okay. They're just banged up on offense. Like they don't have Saquon. They don't have their starting quarterback. They just,
Honestly, in my mind, they're out. Like it's between the football team and the Eagles at this point.
I agree. I definitely agree.
You know what's really funny about that? The football team, number 1 in the division. The Eagles, bottom.
I know, but they're like 2 games apart, right?
They're getting hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I kind of agree. Although I don't know.
Well, here's the thing.
It's again, it's the NFC. Wait. Again, it's whoever. The one person that can't win is whoever won last year. So
And I
they're
always forget who that was.
yeah. Let me look.
Was that the Eagles?
2019
Well, in that case, the football team already won.
The Eagles? Yeah, the
Yeah.
Eagles won. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
It's the football team, man. We
I
guarantee
guess
it.
the football team's going to do it.
pretty much. Yeah.
Roethlisberger and the Steelers looked terrible against the Bengals.
Really bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
like really, really bad.
It was, man, they were down 17-0 at halftime.
Yeah, Big Ben had thrown for like 20 yards halfway through the third quarter or something like that when I checked.
Yeah.
Like they had nothing going on offense until the very end of the game.
And I feel like Roethlisberger is just, I don't think he's hurt, but I think he's got like the wear and tear of a season on him. And it's worse than normal because he's getting older.
Yeah.
And it just feels that way. And then plus he's had a lot of drop passes from receivers. They don't look good. Like, I don't know. And we've kind of like when they were undefeated, we were kind of skeptical of them.
Yeah,
too, right?
man. Like we were always kind of wondering, and now they've got 3 L's, and we're pretty damn certain at this point that they are not very good.
And Apollo hasn't been on in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think,
Not.
he's not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. So it's man, they
Not that the Bengals did all that much either, to be fair. I mean,
Yeah.
it was Gio Bernard with 25, 83 and a touchdown, so pretty good over there for him. But
There was a tweet that was like Giovanni Bernard has been playing for the Bengals since 1997.
that's accurate.
Yeah, which is wild. And also, here's a great thing about Gio Bernard. Just click on him, look at his portrait.
All right, hold on.
That's
a great mustache. This has got to
Right?
be what you're talking about, right? Yeah, that's a good mustache.
That is a good mustache.
It's
I'm
just
jealous of it, dude.
right? It's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was in one way it was kind of shocking, but I wasn't too shocked by it. You know?
No, I was not surprised that they lost,
Yeah.
which is weird because it's the Bengals. But like
Yeah.
the Steelers are not good.
Well,
Yeah.
and important to note too is this is a divisional game. You know,
Yeah.
Yes,
that's true.
they go like this. Sometimes we've said it every year for years and years, games and games. You know, divisional games are different, and it is you know it. Maybe this doesn't say as much about the negative aspects of the Steelers, or maybe it does. Who knows? But
I
either
still
way,
think it does, dude.
I think
Yeah.
so too. I mean,
Yeah.
as Apollo was saying when earlier in the year, that division has inflated wins from
Right.
the NFC
Yeah.
East this year. So
And when they can't pick up W's like this, I mean, I'm really harping on the fact that this is the Bengals, but this is the fucking Bengals with
Yeah.
Ryan Finley.
They
Like,
almost
you
lost to,
cannot lose this.
They almost lost to the Cowboys with what's his name? Fucking,
Yeah.
not Big Ben.
was it
Big
Dalton
Ben
starting?
DiNucci? No, it was
Oh no, it was Danucci. Oh,
it was
yeah,
a
no,
gag.
you're right.
It was Gilbert
Ben
Grape
DiNucci.
or whatever the shit.
all right,
Yeah,
that's where Gilbert Gottfried bit
yeah,
came
that's
from.
where it came from.
Oh my God! Right? Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
bad
pretty
over
bad.
there, man.
And those are the games of the week. Invicta power ranking time.
Thank you, Coach Crendor. Power rankings. Here we go, Coach. We've only got 2 more left of the season. Going through the top 5, there is no way you guys are going to get it, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And starting over there with Robert.
Chiefs.
Yep. Bear.
Bills.
Yep. Coach.
Packers.
Yep. Robert.
It's gonna get hard now.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I'm still gonna do it. Steelers.
Strike 1 over to Bear. Taffy.
The Cleveland Browns.
Ooh, that is a great, solid guess, Bear, but it's wrong. And Coach for the dunk or the loss.
Seahawks.
That is incorrect. The top 5 of the power rankings, Coach Crendor, number 1, KC, number 2, Bills, which moved up to 2 spots from 4 to 2. The Packers, who actually fell a spot down to 3 from 2. The Saints dropped from 3 to 4. And the Baltimore Ravens getting back into the top 5, vaulting over 3 teams to go from the 8th to the 5th, rounding
They're
out
not
the
even in the
top 10.
playoffs if they started today.
Nope, Coach, you can't argue with it, Coach. This is official. It's written in the Bible.
All right.
Going down to the sixth position here, which was Bears' guess, which was the Bears, or which was the Browns, I should say, that moved it up from the 9th to the 6th spot. Nice. Seattle 7. The Titans move into the top 10 for the first time in a while, going up to the 8th spot. The Colts going in at 9, and the Rams somehow inexplicably still in the top 10. Dan. Going from 6th to 10th despite losing to the Jets. And I know that people are going to want to hear this one because I definitely want to hear I want to hear the write-up on this one because this doesn't make any goddamn sense. What? How? Huh? The Rams welcomed the 0-13 Jets to their shiny new building on Sunday and somehow found a way to get beat by the worst team in football. The Rams dug themselves in a double-digit hole, then watched their comeback attempt get short-circuited by miscues and penalties in the biggest upset of the NFL season. Quote, this loss will demoralize us only as much as we allow it to. Sean McVay said after the game, "It's going to be embarrassing, sick to your stomach about it, but very humbling." Okay. It's a hideous setback for an inconsistent team, but there's a clear path to recovery. Beat the Seahawks and the Cardinals in the final 2 weeks, and the Rams are the NFC West champions. Bury the ball and move on. Yeah, okay, Dan. Now here we go over to I'm gonna give this one to the entire field because this one is a record setter for the power rankings, to my knowledge.
Oh.
For the thinnest dink, this team has risen 10 spots, going all the way from the 26th spot to the 16th seed for the power rankings this week. Name that team. I'm not giving you any hints. I'll each give you one guess. Robert.
Well,
I know it.
This isn't my guess, but I'm just getting it out of the way. It's definitely not the Jets. Ooh, is it?
There.
Give it the Bengals.
Coach
Is it the Eagles?
and Rob.
Let's say football team.
And those are all incorrect. It is the Chicago
What?
Bears.
Hilarious.
Jumping from the 26th spot all the way to the 16th spot, setting a record, I believe anyway, for the modern power rankings here. I don't think I've ever seen a double-digit rise.
Well, that's because they dropped them like that low for no reason. Like, I don't think they're that bad, but
Well, they were down to the 26th seed or 26th spot last week, Coach, but they are back in the top 16 teams of the
Why you were
NFL.
saying that there were these like farty sounds playing underneath your voice. Yeah, it was so strange. But the Bears just must do that to people, I guess.
Yeah, and this one will go to this one will go to Bear.
Yeah.
Name the fattest doink. Doink.
You're right. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. I had to double check the number. Name the fattest doink. This team has dropped 6 spots from the power rankings, going from 5th to 11th.
Oh, it's got to be Pittsburgh. There's no chance it's not Pittsburgh.
That is correct. The Pittsburgh Steelers falling out of the top 10 down to the 11th rank here, proving once again that they are indeed the softest 11-0 team that has ever existed ever. Mike Tomlin quote said, "We are not a good football group right now." He didn't even call them a team. He called them a group. You're not a good football
The
group.
Washington Football Group. That's their name.
Yeah, there you go.
Man.
And this one, Coach, goes on over to you.
Yeah.
True or false, Coach? The Los Angeles Chargers, despite being at 5-9, are ranked above the Las Vegas Raiders.
true.
That is correct.
Oh.
The Chargers at 5-9 have vaulted over the Raiders, who fell from 16th to 18th at 7-7.
As they should. This is
As they
correct.
definitely should. That is correct. The Chargers going up from the 22nd spot to the 17th spot. Of course, that is not the thinnest dink, however, as that was already foretold by the 10 ranking streaking Bears. Now, finally, Robert, this one goes over to you. Robert,
Yes.
true or false?
True. Did I win?
Give it to him.
The New York Jets have moved from the 31st spot, or from the 32nd spot in the NFL Power Rankings, the NFL.com Power Rankings.
False.
That is incorrect. The Jets have finally dug themselves out of the rank 32 hole. I'll give you credit though, so you get the point back, because I think we're not keeping points. But
Yeah.
name the team that has fallen to the 32nd spot on the Power Rankings on NFL.com Power Rankings.
The Jaguars.
That is correct, Amundo. And as the weekly segment winds up to a close here, down at the bottom half of the show, we got to read the Jets right up here again. This is by Dan Hansis on Twitter for the Power Rankings, NFL.com Power Rankings. Quote, "Good on the Jets, the players and the coaching staff for putting together their best effort of the season and a stunning upset win over the Rams in Los Angeles. These people wanted nothing to do with 0-16, and they successfully avoided joining that ugly little club of 2. As for Jets fans, Their panic is understandable, especially with a player as special as Clemson quarterback Trevor Lawrence possibly sitting atop of the list of next year's crop of draft prospects. There's always been cosmic cruelty to the Jets fandom. Being put in position to root for your own team to go for 0-16 is some next level misery that no fan base deserves. The Jets sit behind the Jaguars now in the draft pecking order, but this race to the bottom isn't over yet. Next level misery. And that does it for the power rankings. Back up to Coach Rob Aaron in the booth. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
Those are some crazy power rankings like they always are.
Can I ask a question? to
No.
you guys? All right.
What is
There were two of you. Two of you.
I was very adamant about it. Yeah.
Are we the Browns now?
Oh no.
Not yet. Right?
No, you haven't
Not
earned
yet.
that title yet.
Yeah,
Not
it's
yet,
gonna
not
be a
yet.
bit.
That
You got to do this at least 4 more
for a long
seasons.
Yeah.
time, man.
the
It
Browns
sucks.
had like 1 or 2 wins in 2 years. Like you got another year to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you haven't.
There's
you haven't
Browns
earned that
fans out there
title.
like, how dare you, sir? We walked through the mud and filth.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Hey,
Back
here's
in my
some,
day, we only won 1 game in the season.
In 5 years, and we liked it.
Yeah.
here's some fun Aaron Rodgers stats to cheer everyone up.
Oh yay! Just what I wanted at the end of the show was a fun Aaron Rodgers stat.
For the first time ever, Aaron Rodgers has been a quarterback to throw 3 40 touchdown seasons. Never been done before.
Wow. Man.
Hey!
Cool.
Aaron Rodgers. No player in NFL history has ever thrown at least 40 touchdown passes with 5 or fewer interceptions in a season.
Damn.
Oh, round of applause.
And he hangs out with the hottest chicks.
And he's the quarterback for my team. There we go.
Thank you, Coach Brendor.
I
Pick'ems
apologize
time.
for saying the word chicks, to be honest.
Pick'ems.
That's where you draw the line.
You're not allowed to say chicks anymore?
No, I mean you can. It's just there's no.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, you're right. But at the same time, it's just funny to juxtapose it to everything else.
Yeah,
we've
no,
done.
yeah.
It's Pick'ems time.
Pick'ems.
Big homes.
Pick'ems.
So Pick'em stats this week. It looks like Rob and Sinvicta are the top 2.
Yeah.
And Krendor and Bear Taffy may be out of the running, but can still surpass the best record set last season, 166, 106, and 1. So actually, we're all doing better than last year.
Count the legal picks.
Yeah.
Only the legal picks.
Again, I just want to point out that Rob hasn't picked as many games as I have. I mean, look,
also
it's true. He hasn't
It is
picked
true.
as
He's got
many
a
games
point.
as I have.
Every year, literally every year. if anyone, every win has had this asterisk, this same asterisk.
But you can't take the percentage of a smaller pool. You just can't.
You were fine with it for 3 years of the podcast until now.
Nope. You can't do it, Rob.
Well-
You can't do it.
Some fun facts. Rob breaks the record for most successful locks in a season. He has
Look at
13.
that.
13 locks, passing me, who had 12 last season.
You stop, Brendor.
Yeah, get on my
Sinvicta
level.
currently has a 5-way tie for his worst predicted team. He's 6-8 predicting the Bears, Cardinals, Chiefs, Rams, and Saints.
I wonder why we're changing.
If you pick less games, you're gonna have a better percentage, Rob. That's just how it goes.
Bear has picked the Vikings 6 weeks in a row. He only
Oh
picked
yeah,
them
that's
twice
weird, isn't it?
in the first 7 games. Krendor is 0-6 when predicting Patriots home games this season. Patriots themselves are 4-2 at home. And I'm going to throw this one in. Last week, I was 0-5 when picking the Falcons. Now, I'm 0-6. So,
And how?
and Sinvicta and the Discord made the same picks this week. All their picks coincided with the higher ranking team in the NFL.com power rankings.
Woo. Thanks for copying me, Discord.
Yeah. So here we go. Vikings Saints. What the shit? Is a Friday game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Christmas
Christmas.
Day
Yeah,
game.
it's
Christmas.
I got you. Okay. What a game for Christmas. Wow. Vikings Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take Saints.
Saints
Yeah.
for sure.
I
I love that sigh.
I can't pick the Saints, coach.
Yep.
I just hate them.
All right.
Hate them too much. But they are playing in New Orleans, so I guess I'll pick the Saints.
Buccaneers, Lions.
Bucks.
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 Woo! Cardinals, 49ers.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need this one for playoffs, so they're
Yeah,
gonna win.
they've been in the playoffs since last week, so they got to keep winning.
Got to keep
Yeah.
going. Playoffs. Dolphins, Raiders.
Dolphins.
Yeah. I have no confidence in the Raiders anymore.
I
Same
think
here.
this
Is
could
Carr
be the
definitely out?
Raider rebound.
Is Carr out?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Dolphins.
I'm gonna take the Raiders.
All
Doing it.
Don't the Dolphins
Mariota
have to
and the
win this
Raiders.
one?
Yes, but I think the Raiders got something in them. They got a little juice left in the tank, and I think it's going to come out this game, and then they're going to lose the last week.
I think you've been sharing whatever juice you've been sipping with it.
Whoa! Giants, Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I'm locking the Ravens here.
Oh,
let's go. Let's go.
Love my Rams lock paying off big time for me last week, by the way. I was really thrilled about
Yep,
that.
that's
That was
neat.
easy lock of the week.
Easy one.
Run that bullet for me, Bear.
Didn't we? Wasn't there some trading going on with
There
that?
was.
I originally locked the Bills, who won handily over the Broncos. I was
Yeah,
like,
I was
I'll take the easier one.
I was being nice and gave it to Bear, and boy, howdy. Sometimes
good
niceness
move.
pays off.
You had the lock curse all set, and then you handed it off.
That is hilarious. Yeah, actually, Bear, that's your own fault. You traded.
Oh,
with
I took it away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah,
time.
so now, Bear, you have the curse now. I don't have the lock curse anymore.
Oh shit!
Dude, all right.
you can
well,
only get rid of it by transferring it to someone else.
Or if you're in the playoffs and the Packers are against it and they lose to the 49ers in the championship. That's the other time.
I'll like
That's
that.
that's the part of the curse I never told you guys because I've never had a chance to get rid of it, but now it's gone. So all right, Bear.
Falcons, Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs for sure. The lock in the Chiefs here, dude.
Ooh, lock those Chiefs.
Well, if this curse pans out here, this is going to be.
Oh yeah, this would be crazy.
It would be really funny if the Chiefs are like, yeah, I guess we'll bench our starters. Like,
That would be funny.
I'm
Or
just
if they just
saying,
lose
Bear's he's got the curse now.
Yeah. I'm still taking the Chiefs till it's confirmed. If the Chiefs lose, I'm all for the Bear curse.
yeah,
Lock him in, baby.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the Chiefs.
All right.
Yeah.
Panthers football team.
Football team.
Football team.
Yeah, football team.
Football group. Sorry, my bad.
Yes.
I'm taking the football team. Or the football club.
Football
The
Incorporated.
FC.
Football organization.
Yeah.
Browns, Jets.
Browns.
Browns.
You know what? I'm gonna lock the Browns because if it doesn't happen, then I just need another reason to be more disappointed. I just
Yeah.
pile it on, you know.
Yeah, Browns. Bears, Jaguars.
Bears, I guess.
I think the
Yeah.
Bears should win, but I think they could lose.
I'm going to take the Jaguars and will it so.
But coach, but the Bears hopped 10 points in the power rankings. How could they lose?
That's a great point. How could they lose?
It's almost impossible.
It's impossible.
Pretty sure they'll win.
I kind of want them to win because then their playoff hopes will align up with the Packer game in the final week, and we can just crush it into the ground. You know, Just
I'm
some good
going to
old-fashioned
lock the
rivalry fun.
Bears.
Yeah.
Show that the curse is over.
Woohoo! All right. Bengals, Texans.
Bengals.
You know what? Yeah, give me the Bengals.
Nah, I gotta go Texans here.
Yeah, I'll go Texans too. It's Ryan Finley.
I mean, look at that Steeler destroyer, Ryan Finley.
Yeah, but that's in his division.
Yeah.
They
I
did
don't
almost Bengals it up, but I'm still taking the
right.
Bengals because the Texans have no life in them.
I do kind of feel that.
Dude, they've got life. That's what I'm saying. Is like I'm surprised they haven't fizzled out.
They have Deshaun Watson still. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing.
and that's when you have a dude that's that good, I think then he can
It's
win.
impossible not to try.
That's true, but he's the only one trying.
Yep.
Colts Steelers.
Colts, yeah.
Colts.
Gosh,
I won't trust the Steelers till they win again.
Yeah.
my gut said Steelers, so I'm still gonna stay with it. But maybe this week I'm gonna go bad.
I think that this will be a better game than most people are thinking, but I think that the Steelers will win this game.
All right.
Yeah.
Really? All right.
All right.
If they don't, I'm never picking them again.
All right. Fair enough. We got the Broncos Chargers. I'll take some Charger action.
Chargers, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
This would have been my lock had I not decided to pick the Bears.
These teams have the same record, dude. Like, this does not feel like that's the case at all.
Yeah, it does not at all.
Yeah, but I feel like one of the 5s and 9s are a little bit tougher of schedule than the other 5 and 9.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers have had a much tougher schedule.
They've actually been competitive with a lot of good teams as well.
Yeah, they've been
that's the
losing
thing.
close games, dude, all year long.
Eagles. Cowboys.
Give me Jalen Hurts, dude.
Jalen Hurts. It's Eagle time, yeah.
Yeah.
Cow Eagles.
The Cow Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles.
I'm just ready for them to come out with a sign that says "Hurts, don't it?"
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If the Eagles win this week and the football team lose, they play in the final week for the division.
As it always
That's
is.
how
As
it
it
should be.
always is in the NFC East. Rams Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks.
I'm
I'm gonna literally flip a coin. Hold on.
I'll be cheering for the Rams, so I'm gonna pick the Rams because then it'll help the 1 seed lock up for the Packers.
All right, flipping a coin. Hold on. Heads is Seahawks. Tails is Rams. Here we
Rams are like the Raiders against the Chiefs. They're like the Rams against the Seahawks. That's the team they can beat.
go. All right, we got heads. Seahawks.
All right.
Nice. Seahawks for me as well.
All right. Well, go Rams, please. Titans Packers is
Rams.
Sunday
I
night.
actually think I might hate the Rams the most now. The
Oh,
Patriots
yeah.
are bad. I don't have to hate them anymore. The
Yay.
Rams, I think. are
Hooray.
my most-
Oh, this Titans Packers game, dude. Yeah, wow.
And it's Sunday night. I'm pumped. It's gonna be. Ugh. Here's the thing: is like if the Packers lose this game, they can still win the 1 seed the next week. But you still you want to win. I'm
Dude,
just
give me the
scared of Derrick
Packers,
Henry.
I'll take the Packers too, but it's gonna be tough.
I'm
I
taking
think
the
the
Packers.
Packers are
Yeah.
going to win.
I think if the Packers get out to a fast lead, they'll win. I think if they don't, Derrick Henry will run all over them. So I'm hoping they take the ball and just get out in
Yep.
front, because then you make them have to
Yep.
pass, and then Derrick Henry can't do as much as the bing bang bap. Bills Patriots.
Bing bang map. Man, imagine the implications of this game if this were yesteryear.
Right?
This would have been an incredible game to watch.
I still
Yep.
picked the Bills the last year when they played the Patriots.
Yeah.
I think the Patriots might still win this game, even though they shouldn't, because it doesn't help
Well,
to do so.
I'll tell you what. I am 0-6 when predicting Patriots home games, and I'm going to be taking the Bills for this one.
Ooh, I'll take
Oh,
They got to win
that's
one.
rough.
Give me the
I'm still
Pats.
picking the Bills though, but I think Bears are right. Again, the divisional.
Yep,
It could very well.
that is true.
I've
I
got to
think we're
take.
I'll get the score 30.
I've got to take the Bills. I'm sorry, Bear. I really, really, really want to pick the Patriots, but man, I mean, I know I didn't pick them last week either, but their offense is just awful.
I know, but
It's
this
bad.
is going to be the week where somehow we put up 4 touchdowns. I don't know.
It's
it's not going to
possible.
make any sense, but it's going to happen.
I'm picking the Bills, but I'm hoping the Patriots win. Just
Well,
for you, Bear.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for the football show. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe, share, tell your friends, family. We're up on so many places that you don't even know.
The podcasting football group.
Yay, the podcasting football group. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. See you later.
Bye.
Boop.
the Football Organization of Podcasters Association of America.
Rob was actually
Group. You
saying
gotta put
bye
group
to
at the end.
his number one pick hopes.